Alcohol Beyond This Point podcast.
This isn't two podcasters talking business. This is two business guys trying to podcast.
I live in a constant state of fear and misery.
That's nice.
Do you miss me anymore?
That's our new opening segment.
There's a second verse. I can't remember. Hello, Tyler.
Greetings.
So we took last week off
Unexpectedly.
recording because we were both part of the Freedom Convoy that was driving across Canada.
Yeah, actually, we're still currently driving. So if you hear
We-
background noise, that's the road noise or the horns of angry libs getting railed by our truck.
Getting frickin' owned. Yeah, so if you hear, we're recording out of the front of a semi-truck right now. Ignore anything you see if you're watching the video version of this podcast on youtube.com/willows.
Caught you looking.
Caught
Caught you creeping.
Yeah, so we're not actually part of the Freedom Convoy, but I wanted to talk about this on the show. Do you want to tell people what's going on right now?
So there's literally 7 million trucks.
Okay, I'll explain it. So, to protest, so our prime minister, the leader of our country, along with
I love that you clarify that.
along with Joe Byron, the leader of America country, decided that long haul truckers that take goods over the border would have to be fully vaccinated against the COVID-19 virus. And these people are protesting, I guess. It seems to be about 15% of long haul truckers are unvaccinated.
Okay. I thought it was less. I thought it was like 10.
No, it's about 9% of the general population in Manitoba. It's about 15% of truckers, apparently. According to this, I was just reading an article, like literally right before we ran on here.
Sure. Notoriously healthy, don't need vaccinations.
Yeah, they don't want to get it because they don't know what's in it, but then they eat at gas stations.
I was going to say then the gas station.
Okay,
soaps.
anyway, but they are driving from one coast, from the coast of Vancouver, or British Columbia, in Vancouver. They're driving to Ottawa, to the capital, which is about 4,000 kilometers.
Pretty far.
It's pretty far. It's like a 60-hour drive.
Yeah.
And they're doing it...
That's if you're going highway speed, and they are not.
Yeah, so they're doing that and then they're going to go to Parliament and protest or whatever. And they said they're not going to leave until Trudeau changes it. That's what they say. So let's just start from the beginning here. So there's someone on my Twitter that's incognito in the Facebook group, and apparently they're pretty restrictive of who they let in the group because their groups keep getting taken down for misinformation by Facebook or whatever. But this guy has a fake super right-wing Facebook account that he uses to infiltrate this shit.
That's dope. I need one.
Yeah, and then he tweets out pictures of it. It's pretty funny. Anyway, so he was tweeting that apparently the leader of the group or whatever is very adamant that there's about 57,000 trucks involved in this convoy, and that's long enough to break the world record.
Yeah.
So I remember thinking that my first thought was, how many fucking trucks are there in Canada? Is it even that much? Yes, apparently about 700,000 in the country.
It's a lot.
Which is a lot, but you also not all of those are long haul. I think that includes delivery trucks and U-Hauls and what do you call those?
Just vehicles.
Perlator and
vehicles
and
of
shit.
that class.
Yeah.
The weight class.
And then I also thought about it. I'm like, no, fucking, there's 35 million people. We all have to eat. We're all buying goods. It tracks. It's a lot of trucks, but there's a lot of fucking people.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, so plausible that there could be that many trucks in the protests. And then I started applying some critical thinking skills, which neither conservatives or liberals seem to like to do. But
You just say nobody.
I Googled the average length of a semi-truck with the trailer, and it's about 70 feet long.
Plus following distance.
Plus, obviously, following distance. It's very icy right now in central Canada, so they're probably a ways before each other. So just rough kind of math. If the average truck is 70 feet long, but there's some pickup trucks and stuff thrown in there, about 57,000 trucks of varying sizes would be about 1,000 kilometers long.
It's pretty long.
Yeah, for
That's
reference,
absurdly long.
Yeah, that's like fucking California to Michigan. I think is like 1,000 k. Like, yeah, that's from.
It's basically the convoy is 30% done by the time the last truck leaves.
Yeah.
Or 25% done.
Yeah, it's about it's like a quarter, maybe a little bit. Canada's fucking big, but that is that would take like 30 hours, I think, to drive through a location.
Yeah.
Obviously that's unrealistic. There's not 57,000 fucking trucks.
They run every gas station on the number one out of gas.
That's another point, is there's no way.
And they're going to run out of gas because there's no trucks delivering them.
And where are you staying? I guess you could sleep all in the trucks.
Yeah.
Okay, sure, but like in what surface area?
On the side of the road, I guess?
Like in a row? I don't know. Like you know, I don't know.
Logistics.
Yeah. Anyway, but
they're logistics companies.
Well, no, not the drivers.
Well, some of them.
The people doing like the actual work. That was offensive. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say there's a lot of owner operators. To be fair,
that is fair. Anyway, this is just
for note. My grandfather's a trucker, and I have like several relatives that are in this convoy. I saw on Facebook today, which is a cesspool I don't often dive into, but when I do, it's to shit post on Willow's behalf.
Yeah, so that's something else if you want to get that up. But my final point here, Parliament, as of now, is on vacation.
Because that's what they do most of the time.
Yeah, well, they're still on their Christmas vacation. It's mid-January, late January actually, but they're still on vacation. But when all these truckers arrived to Ottawa, to Parliament Hill, the building is empty.
Yeah.
So
storm it, baby.
That's kind of what I was saying, but
honestly, I hope so.
You kind of said earlier that like you respect people at least getting together for a cause and fucking.
Yeah, I mean we've spoken about this before. I respect demonstration, like full stop.
Yeah, any anti-government thing, especially like I'm more or less on board for. What I don't like, number one, is just lying so like transparently.
Right.
That I could fact check it in 10 seconds. And then there were people on my Facebook being like, no, it is 57,000. I heard about it on fucking Laverne. What's that Canadian fucking Alex Jones guy? Ezra?
Oh, God, I don't know.
Anyway, but they're like, I heard it on that. It is true. Fucking mainstream media is like, and I'm like, I was watching a live stream yesterday of a fucking news chopper flying over it. My cousin on my Facebook posted a video of him driving past it in like fast speed. Probably looked maybe 500, maybe 1,000. Probably 500. To my eyes.
Of sections of it. Maybe there was like I can't imagine this is an unbroken convoy.
No, probably not.
It's segmented, but like if for example, the Winnipeg Sun is to be believed, it's
which they're a tabloid.
I mean, yeah, effectively, but even they said 70 kilometers, which
I figured
is a lot more plausible than 1,000.
Which I figured was about 3,000 vehicles.
Let's say 3 to 10,000. Let's say it could be up to 60% small vehicles. From the videos that I've seen, there's like a lot of smaller vehicles in there.
Well, and then the other thing though is that there's a lot of like smaller vehicles, the people in like pickup trucks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you saw the pictures, but there's a couple pictures of some of these trucks that have like white power stickers on them and shit.
Right.
Right.
They're just joining the fucking convoy.
Yeah. Yeah. So
they're like, woo!
Yeah.
So, no, for sure. No, that, and then there's people being triggered like, this isn't a white supremacist convoy. This is a freedom convoy. And it's like, the problem with right-wing demonstrations is the far right guys are like, oh, this is our time to shine.
Yeah.
They fucking join the crowd and they ruin it for everybody.
Yeah.
Which is what happened on Jan 6. Like,
but then it's also like, it says something that your cause is attracting white supremacists to come.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it says something like, so here's, I'm gonna kind of entertain the opposing argument as to why is this.
We'll bring the show back to its roots where we try to argue about stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna both sides it because that's what I love doing. And two, I annoy everyone around me that tries to get me to stick to an opinion or like pin me down in some kind of belief, and I just fucking both sides you so quick you don't know what the fuck's happening.
Today I said
I'm slippery and I have no qualms about changing my mind, and I have no integrity.
Today someone in a bartending group I'm in asked if a bartender invents a drink, who should own the rights, the bartender or the restaurant? And I said the state should own the rights.
Yes.
So
fucking got him.
Talk about not being able to lock down my actual opinions.
The state. That's good. Okay,
Anyway,
so I'm gonna
continue.
both sides of this shit.
Yeah.
So the main criticism is you get this massive demonstration, hashtag Freedom Rally or Freedom Convoy 2022. And everyone's in vigorous support of shutting down supply chains,
Of course.
as in protest of this interruption at the border, this restriction of freedom of movement, which I mean is kind of the point of borders, by the way.
Well, that's also the point of protests. Is to create a problem for people, right?
Right. Yeah.
Otherwise, no one
That's
gives a
fine.
shit.
I'm totally fine about that. I don't think that part of the argument is, man, I just thought of another thing. The border thing as a standalone issue is hilarious because they're upset about border restrictions going into another country.
Yeah.
And like one of the foundations of that political identity is like really tough borders.
Yeah.
And like really high bars that are a lot of them absurd just to like
Tapping out a bit.
just to increase the barrier to entry for whatever reason, right?
Yeah, borders.
Like just tough borders is a part of what they love and believe in, and like now they're freaking out because it's flipped on them. So that's an aside. Anyways, I just realized that that's kind of funny. But I mean, internal consistency is more than you could possibly ask for in any kind of political identity. Period. Like it's too much to ask.
Yeah.
But recently, another thing that happened in Canada was, so the government approved for the pushing of a pipeline through a not only like spiritually sacred headwaters, but like a ecologically critical headwater, which means like several 3, 4, 5 rivers come off of this headwater and supply a bunch of cities with their drinking water. It supplies a bunch of farmland. It might even be like maybe even the Okanagan Valley, like wine country, like a bunch of shit
North of there, but yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, like it flows.
It's everything. They're all connected, right?
Yeah. Anyways, it's in that river system, very critical river system, and it's on protected sovereign territory, which is like Aboriginal land, which is a sovereign nation within a nation, right? It's protected territory. You cannot put shit through there without their consent. And basically, government of Canada is like, you know what? It's illegal. It's against the law, but you can do it anyways. So the company is pushing this pipeline through, and of course they go to protest. They go to try to stop the construction. They're trying to throw up like physical blockades, block the trucks, block the workers. So the Canadian government sends in their federal police, and they start beating the fuck out of protesters, and use overwhelming force to push them out, and start arresting people. They arrested the press. And at one point they even used the military and SWAT teams and like fucking helicopters while the highways are underwater, and there's a bunch of like immediate aid that needed to be rendered to surrounding communities, but they like just reallocated helicopters to go kick the shit out of a bunch of natives off their own land instead of like rescue operations, which is just hilarious.
Yeah, using the military to arrest journalists.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very normal country. I like this. Very cool.
And the general narrative was like, this is fine because they're obstructing oil. And also they were trying to obstruct the railway, I think, that went through their land.
Yeah.
And because railway is critical infrastructure, like, our country is left to right in pretty much a straight line, so you cut off that line, you cut off all of, that central or western part of the country. And massively devastating to supply chains, what they were doing. And people were fucking mad at them. Just super mad, but no support.
But those same people aren't mad at the truckers.
Those same people are the ones that are driving with the truckers.
Yeah,
like that kind of this isn't a freedom convoy. This is a white solidarity convoy. I
saw the same people. So we have this major intersection in Winnipeg called Portage and Main, the intersection of Portage Avenue and Main Street. Where it's our largest intersection. And every so often, protesters will shut it down. We'll just stand in the middle of the intersection, shut it down for some sort of protest, right?
Like if we win a hockey game.
Yeah, maybe if we yeah. Give me a little bit more. Kind of split the difference. But so they people shut down that that intersection a couple years ago because the Winnipeg police shot a unarmed Indigenous teenager.
Yeah.
So they shut down the intersection, and I have people on Facebook now. For the record, I never delete people on Facebook because I think it's funny.
Yeah.
And I like the different views of people, but I also I like people are really dumb, and I think it's funny. I think Facebook users are the lowest common denominator, and I like them to see that I'm doing better than them. But anyway.
I like all the negative, all
Yes.
the great reasons to just keep an open mind.
Yeah, but I had a couple of people on Facebook that were literally saying you should run them over if they're blocking traffic.
Oh yeah, there's like several states that have passed that
Yeah.
as law where you can run down protesters now.
And then that same person, there's one person I have in my mind, that same person, but I'm sure there's others, was blocking ambulances going into the hospital.
Oh, that's amazing.
Protesting vaccine mandates for healthcare workers.
Wow.
But that's fine.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Internally consistent and fine.
And
So,
then,
but okay, I'll just say that's my counter argument.
Is
There
what?
are a lot of, and I just saw another one today right before I got here of someone, just posted this video like yesterday, and like $3 million was raised in 24 hours for this convoy.
it's up over 4 million now.
Right, so $4 million in 48 hours was raised for this fucking convoy, and they're like, and this is what we live with every day, and they just like open the tap, and it just like almost black water flowing into their sink, and they're like, we've lived with this for 40 years, and they're like, whatever, moving around the water, and they're like, look how it's fucking disgusting. Like, you wouldn't, even boiled, I wouldn't want to drink that water. And they're like, yeah, we've lived with this for 40 years because Canada, I mean, kind of also ties back to the pipeline thing where they can tap
We don't give a
pipelines.
shit about our Indigenous people.
No, that clean drinking water is not a human right in Canada, which is we are an outlier in first world countries for that.
And don't we sell a bunch of our water in Nestle?
Yeah, well, another reason, like,
Yeah.
our water is a very valuable resource, and it's great for big corporations or for the country or for the nation as a whole, like to exploit the shit out of it, or poison it or whatever because it's in the way or whatever have you. If they protected it, they'd fuck themselves over, so they can't.
Yeah, imagine if we
won't.
put $4 million into like better ventilation in schools, for instance.
No, that wouldn't do anything. $4 million might get you ventilated one classroom.
Okay, maybe if the government was doing it.
That's my point.
Yeah, they spent $350,000 putting Wi-Fi on a bus.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like
Per bus.
Yeah, per bus. Yeah, can't you just go to Rogers and buy a fucking router, like a wire? They have internet in cars now. That's a thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think everyone is dumb except us. and you sometimes I'm not sure about.
That's great. That's great, Willows. Good to hear.
So here's one other thing. If you want to bring my Facebook up real quick.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, so I was on the news. I'm pretty much always on the news, I guess.
Lately.
Well, pretty much. I think
I've seen your takes on the news more than I've spoken to you in person in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm like once a month my business will be on the news usually, but recently, last like 3 months, I think like I'm just a talking head now, which is like this is what I want to be. I love it.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's so good, dude.
And this isn't even just one, like it was the Free Press, it was Global, it was CBC, like multiple different news organizations, when they're writing a piece or doing a video or doing a story and they need someone to be like that they know is going to shit talk the government, but in like provide good sound clips.
Yeah.
They're calling me now. It's so funny. Like, remember when like I was on CBC radio
You're gonna stumble ass backward into an authoritarian dictatorship. That'll be great.
It's so funny because like I was on CBC radio and they were interviewing the fucking like CEO of the Chamber of Commerce about the grants, and I'm like, who can we get who do we know that's going to receive the grant that thinks the grant isn't enough? Oh, let's call Willows. Call me to fucking argue on the air, right? Like it's anyway. But so recently, so I think these people, they're watching me now. Yeah. They're watching my social media. They got some post alerts. Hopefully they're laughing at the comment section. Yeah, which is how a lot of reporters do. They do turn on notifications for certain people to to get ahead of
makes
stuff.
Your life easier.
Yeah. Anyway, so. I recently, we've been having a lot of snow in Winnipeg, actually a record-breaking
fuckloads
snow year. It's a lot. So I don't know. Anyway, but long story short, they, plowed the sidewalk in front of my building and destroyed my bike rack.
Yeah. Which you painstakingly bolted into the concrete, and I received a lot of texts about this. There was much deliberation.
I missed the bike rack. Anyway, so they destroyed my bike rack. So I tweeted from my business account, tagging the city of Winnipeg municipal government. Hey, I just watched you fucking break my bike rack. I didn't say that, obviously. I said very politely, like very professionally, because I was doing it as the business.
Yeah, it was like very casual and passive.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, is there any way that like we could either get reimbursed or you could send someone to fix it.
Like, can you send someone by in spring? I think is what you said.
It was very, very subdued, like turned down. But I did tweet it from the business account because I knew it would get better distribution. And then shout out my friend Jay, who owns a bunch of bars in the city. He has a pretty big Twitter following. He retweeted it. And you always know it's going to go to shit. I don't know if you've ever gone. No, you don't really use Twitter, but
no.
If you don't have a lot of followers, like I have like 500 or something, and your tweet gets retweeted by someone with like a lot of followers, it gives you a notification saying, "Hey, your tweet just got retweeted by someone with a lot of fucking followers. Do you want to turn off who can reply to this, so that only people you follow can reply to this?"
Right.
Because, there's people that retweet shit and they're like, look at this fucking idiot. And then their entire, following goes after them. So I got that notification and I'm like, without getting any others, because I was like off my phone. I was like, oh, okay, here we go.
Nice.
So it was like my most performing fucking tweet, which is, I hate, but whatever. Anyway, so next morning I get woken up. Reporter had called my business line. My partner, Zach, 6 days out of 7, the phone gets redirected to his phone. Because we just use a VoIP. We don't have like an actual phone in the office, so it's virtual. But he deals with all the suppliers and stuff, so it makes more sense for the phone to go to him.
Yeah, and then 90% of the calls he'd be like, I need to ask Isaac.
Yeah, 95% of the calls.
You don't have consumer facing, really.
No. And then the day that I'm bartending and on call on Sundays, then it goes to my phone.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so he doesn't give out my phone number. Like I tell him, don't give out my fucking cell phone to people, unless obviously reporter is. I've given him the pass. So I got woken up by reporter on this the other day, Monday, I guess. This is Wednesday. Hey, there's a reporter with Free Press. We're doing and then I'm like, oh great, we're gonna be, business is gonna be on the news again. And then he's like, yeah, we saw a tweet about your bike rack. And I'm like, I just start laughing. Like, oh, okay. He's like, yeah, we're doing a story of fucking ton of people were calling them.
Yeah.
They fucking City of Winnipeg dropped a tree in some woman's yard.
Nice.
Like a fucking big ass tree, fucked up her fence and everything.
That's
like,
fine. I like the stop signs that look like
they're sideways.
Like, no, like it looks like a grenade went off. Like someone like taped a grenade to the stop sign and it just like shredded. Like it's shredded like paper. It's like, how the fuck? And those things are so reflective. How did you hit that hard?
Well, because they don't give a shit, right?
Yeah, no, it's a bunch of contractors and it's just a bunch of guys fucking cranked on nicotine and Red Bull that are just driving around until 7 a.m.
And I didn't say this in the interview, but because we've had over the average snowfall this year, they might be hiring some like second-rate contractors.
I don't know. I'd probably go with the fatigue factor because I think the more work you have, the better workers you get.
Okay.
Judging by when we
because then you can get like a bigger.
When we had Zappa on the pod, he was saying the less busy he is, the higher his turnover. is.
Yeah.
The more busy he is, the better he can retain people.
Yeah, because you get people full-time jobs.
Right. So
that makes sense.
I honestly, I just think it's probably a sheer numbers game.
Yeah.
When you have X number of snow clearings, also when you have
of course this shit's gonna happen
back to back, also the sheer volume of the snowfalls we've had, it's just like you're just moving so much goddamn snow. You're moving faster. You're maybe under a time crunch. You're like, it's already snowing again, and I haven't cleared this last one.
Yeah.
And you got this massive bucket of snow, and you don't fucking see it. And you hit something. Like, it's not easy moving these massive pieces of equipment in these tiny streets with all these cars and signs and
and I'm not pissed off,
but
I didn't say you can go fuck yourself. I said, can I please be reimbursed in the spring?
Right.
And then I explained in the article, I was critical of the government because I've had bad experiences with the municipal government. My occupancy permit, if you're familiar at all with my business story, they, through negligence, which has now been proven in court, and they fired people, that people were abusing their posts and not
in a court case you brought, unfortunately.
No, unfortunately, but I think instead of going to court, they fired the people that were responsible, and they're like, oh, sorry, can't sue us anymore, fucking all those people are gone. But it's a whole big thing. They've been negligent. I fucking hate them. They're besides the provincial liquor board, I think they're one of the most incompetent organizations that can exist, is the Winnipeg Municipal Government Permits and Planning and Property Development Division. So I was critical of them in the article, whatever. This entire story that I've talked for 15 minutes is just setting up the thing I want to talk about. So I posted the article with the cat. Here, throw me the phone. Tyler has it brought up here. I posted the article with the caption, whenever I can use my platform to show people how bad the municipal government is, I'm game, LOL. They broke my bike rack. And then I linked out to the article.
Pretty simple.
Whatever. So some people making comments now.
Mostly funny or like in support.
My friend Daniel said John Wick is to dogs as Willows is to his bike rack. Like, that's pretty funny. Anyway.
Thanks, Daniel.
So I get a comment from a man whom I have no idea who this fucking guy is. I have a lot of people on my Facebook I don't fucking know. I used to accept anyone. Now I basically accept anyone from Winnipeg.
Mm-hmm.
But he is local, I guess. So keep in mind, I do not know this man. I've never talked to this man before. He comments on my article. Hey, and no punctuation either. Hey, how about since you're incorrect your. Hey, how about since you're talking to the free press, asking them why they don't report anything but COVID propaganda? Line break, Freedom Convoy 2022 in all caps. Great. So then I reply with the Walter White, Jesse, what the fuck are you talking about picture. Then he says, wake up, man, like 10 spaces, not an enter, but like space bar like 10 times. Wake up, man. If I had a fucking Justin Trudeau propaganda pusher in front of me, I would be drilling him on why the fuck are you not showing the truth of the plandemic, space, man, period. Space. The bike rack is a fucking joke, exclamation point. Stand the fuck up for freedom that had been stripped away in this country. Glad you have done fine in this fucking bullshit, but take a good look at all the businesses that have not been able to make their payments because of the fucking mandates. Space. The free press is part of the problem, and if you don't see or believe it, then you are part of it too. Space, 2 exclamation points. Line break, got it. Line break, Freedom Convoy 2022.
I like that he keeps just like posting Freedom Convoy 2022.
Yeah, it's like his email signature, right?
I was gonna say, it's like that's how he signs off everything. Is that good for the algorithms?
No.
Like, does that do anything?
Not if you're not hashtagging it.
It does something, but probably not as much as a hashtag, I suppose.
Yeah. Anyway, but
hashtag would be too much to ask.
And then Tyler, on his first time on Facebook in 6 weeks,
I get like hundreds of notifications before I click on one of them. Like, I am very hard to bait at this point.
Says, because that's how news works, clown face, burrito reporters doing their job, and they'll change the narrative at large. And then I responded, you never had any real freedom in this country. You were born in the wrong bloodline. Worry about something more important. Which is pretty much what he believes. right?
Right.
The fucking liberal Jewish cabal that owns Canada, right, has ultimate control, and you have no freedoms. That's pretty much what this man believes, I assume.
More or less, yeah.
I don't fucking know
like
what this guy is.
give or take a Jew, it's probably pretty much that.
So I was trying to be like, the meme that you sent that was like, oh, the moon landing was fake, and then you're like, oh, you believe in the moon?
Oh, that's JL.
Oh, okay. I was trying to like further that one where he's like, they're taking your freedoms. I'm like, oh no, you don't have any freedoms.
Yeah.
You're under a fucking Illuminati control.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Kind of cheeky. He responds, fuck, you are a piece of shit. Line break. 2 line breaks look like. Why don't you get the fuck out of Canada and move to China? Space, space, space. You have just proven to be nothing more than a fucking mindless asshole that is part of the problem. And then Tyler says, and you're clearly the solution. And then he said, care to elaborate? And you said no.
And that was the end of the conversation.
And that was the end of the conversation.
My favorite thing, like Willow's favorite thing to do is to pick fights and perpetuate them. My favorite thing to do is to like end a comment. Like I will join a comment thread and I will end it as rapidly as possible.
So what I like to do is,
I think it's funnier to just like end it.
So what I like to do is start arguments, and then mute the notifications, and just go on with my day. And
and then I get to laugh about it.
And then I've like come back to these fucking posts, and there's like 1,000 comments of people arguing with each other.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I guess so. Like, I don't fucking care. Like, these people are really... Anyway, but this is I kind of scrolled through his profile. There wasn't a lot of information there, because I think he's a boomer. But this looked to be like a 50-year-old plus man.
Yeah.
With like gray hair and a mustache that was screaming, in caps lock.
Oh, he was upset.
Like, upset and... Fuck you, you fucking spineless piece of shit. Like, angry with I was going to say child, I'm 25, but like with a young man whom he does not know, talking about my bike rack. Like, it's not like, if I was talking, if this was the fucking post about the Freedom Convoy.
This is the guy that's like running down the street with his shirt off, just screaming about Armageddon, and everyone's just trying to drink their morning coffee. But the internet version, which is unfortunately way more common.
If this was a post that I had made about the Freedom Convoy.
Right.
Fine.
Relevant. Fair.
This was a fucking post about a bike rack. For no why are you mad? Like, why are you mad at me? I didn't do this. He's like, move to China. What? Are they gonna not break my bike rack in China? Like, why is...
No, they don't break bike racks in socialist China because they can't afford bikes.
Man, like, so that
I'm
was
kidding.
not...
They have way better biking habits.
So that was like not... Want to just shoot this too?
Sure. It was enlightening, is what it was.
But you know what? This man, his vote is worth the same as mine. Like, we both get 1 vote when we vote for Prime Minister.
So does that make you believe more or less in democracy?
Less in democracy. Democracy is dumb.
Yeah.
Like, this person... My taxes probably pay for this fucking guy's EI. Like,
if you believe in democracy, just watch a political debate and realize that's how we choose leaders.
We have a popularity contest to see who just controls the nukes.
We have a popularity contest by the richest people on earth, and they do it with money from even richer people.
And then 75% of people just vote for the lesser of 2 evils, even though they don't like either candidate.
It's fine.
And then we
complain about things not changing.
Yeah. But then we drive a bunch of trucks, and that'll fix it.
Okay, so here's my next favorite part.
Let's do this first.
Yeah, okay. So we're gonna take a shot because we fucking need it.
Yeah, we need
This isn't even the segment. We're just drinking.
Welcome to the part of the show that we call Shot Caller, the part of the show where you, the audience, can pick the shot that we take. Today we're drinking some Captain Morgano Spiso Rummo.
Because it's my girlfriend's favorite.
You have a girlfriend?
For no other reason.
Your girlfriend drinks alcohol?
Yeah, this one.
I've only seen her drink fucking watermelon, like, Smirnoff Ice.
That's the only other thing.
Thank you,
Cheers.
Spiced Girlfriend, for sponsoring this episode.
For sponsoring this rum. It's pretty okay.
After drinking a lot of scotch recently,
It's kind of offensive.
no, it's kind of watery.
It is, yeah. No, it is for sure.
That's funny, actually. Like, it doesn't taste good.
It's
It's only 35% alcohol?
great with Coke.
I wish I had some Coke.
I drank like a proper what was it? I think it was a Canadian whiskey. That the Pike. Well, no, which one was it? Anyways, I drank like not an expensive, but like a proper Canadian whiskey with Coke, and it was
Worse?
so goddamn sweet. It was almost undrinkable.
Because of the Coke.
No, like the whiskey specifically, like added.
Interesting.
Like this with Coke is fine because this doesn't have that much flavor, but like a really good, like rich, flavorful whiskey plus Coke, too much.
Okay.
That's for me personally. I mean, some people would add fucking Di Serrano to that, and they're crackheads in my opinion. But
Yeah, I remember when I have Di Serrano to make cocktails here, like in my bar.
it's
And,
undrinkable in my opinion.
When we had Christian Zopp on the podcast a few episodes ago,
He just drank that shit straight on the rocks.
because I'm like, he doesn't really drink that much, right? So I'm like, hey, like I have a ton of shit. I can make you a cocktail, like if you don't want to drink hard shit. I don't know what we were drinking, but I'm like, I can make you a cocktail. I can you gotta go fast. Yes. Anyway, but Zappa was like, I'm like, I can make you whatever. I have wine. I can like, whatever you want. And he said, do you have Di Serrano? I said, yeah. He's like, oh yeah, just give me that on ice. And I'm like, what?
It's so fucking gross.
Yeah, it's very sweet. Like I use it as a I'll put like an ounce of it in a cocktail to like add this, like instead of a cordial.
Okay, so people that don't drink kind of have this in common. So Branton doesn't drink.
So they like sweet stuff?
Seems to be.
Yeah, I think
You
so
know,
too.
wines that wine drinkers don't like, real winos
Yeah,
don't like, right?
my friend
like
Mia,
sweet wines.
my friend Mia doesn't drink, and she loves ice wine, and that's the only thing she'll drink.
Right.
And ice wine's super fucking sweet.
Right. Or that's probably why you're starts with Concord. That's why your Concord sells well. But yeah, Branton drinks fucking Jaeger on the rocks.
You saw my face. I literally just cringed thinking
Yeah, you
about
almost
that.
spit that back up. No, we were at his father-in-law's cabin. Fucking bougie as hell, $4 million log cabin. So sweet. Drinking Jaeger on the rocks. I'm like drinking the guy's like expensive 15-year Macallan, just sipping on it whenever we're sitting, just sitting around.
Do you like
this bar.
licorice though?
No.
Yeah, me neither. And that's what it
Not
tastes
really.
like, right?
That's literally what it tastes like.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Like, it's fine,
I just
like-
thought it was funny. Like his father-in-law has like got good taste in liquor, and he's got like proper shit all over the house, and he just is like sipping Jaeger and like what?
My employee Wyatt, shout out Wyatt. He doesn't drink, and he's my best wine salesman.
Yeah.
He'll drink on
Which
his
I
he'll
love.
drink on his birthday.
Well, proper
is-
dealer doesn't get high on his own supply.
Don't get high on your own supply. What fucking crack commandment is that? I have to sing the whole. Okay,
It's like ABCs.
I was just gonna say, to get a letter in the ABCs, I have to sing it. I had to sing the whole 10 crack commandments to get. Yeah, number 4. I know you heard this before. Never get high on your own supply. And so Wyatt doesn't really drink, but he drinks on his birthday. And he'll invite me to his birthday parties. He has his father's done quite well for himself. So he has a big house in Transcona. And
It's an oxymoron.
yeah. Well, that's a nice house. And he has this big like entertainment unit in the basement, like big projector and sound. So we always party in there.
Yeah.
And he'll invite me over, and yeah, he does Jaeger bombs and drinks Riot Punch. I don't know if this is an actual thing, but okay, so it's Sunny D
Okay.
and vanilla vodka.
Oh, that sounds wild.
There might be other stuff in it.
That goes down easy, I bet.
Oh, and then you drink 2 cups and you're fucked.
Yeah.
Because he'll
You can go like 50-50 on that,
well,
and you wouldn't even taste
he'll
it.
make it in this big ass, like punch bowl.
Yeah.
And just add like probably 10 liters of Sunny D, like those big gallon jugs, like 2
Yeah.
of those.
At a 2.6.
No,
Or a
and
40?
then and then like 5 bottles,
Oh Jesus.
and you don't fucking taste it.
Right. I guess vanilla.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck.
And
you just splash a Sunny D on your vodka.
yeah,
It's fine.
so we sip that and take Jaeger bombs, and that's what we do every birthday.
That's a great tradition.
And get fucked.
That's objectively awesome.
And he gets drunk. He's a big guy. Like, he's 6'3", probably 300 pounds. Like, he's a fucking big built guy.
Yeah.
And it's so funny when he gets drunk. My favorite story of him, because he's a nice fucking guy. Like, that's what everyone always says.
Nicest guy.
Is he's the nicest guy they've ever met.
But he'll roast the fuck out of you.
Yeah, oh, he's funny. Yeah, we love Wyatt. But we were playing beer pong. And so he was up next. And he's like, okay, I just got to piss. No one take my spot, right? So he leaves. Girl starts playing beer pong. I kicked her out of the party. I was like, no, I'm serious. Get the fuck out. People thought he was kidding. He's like, no, get the fuck out.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, why? He doesn't remember doing this, but
that's funny.
That's the story I always tell. Or I have a video of him. Comes up on my memories every so often. Probably on his birthday. He's fucking just gone drunk. Like, you can tell in his eyes. Like, he's just fucking blackout. And he's like doing his pitch.
Right.
He's like, he's selling my wine to this girl on the couch. He's like, oh yeah, the shrugging Dr. Apple cider. And he's like giving the whole fucking pitch. It's so funny.
I laugh at that too, because that's what like you and Isaacs do when you're drunk enough, is you just start like pitching your shit, which is so funny.
My mind goes to like,
it's like the one time Carl was trying to like get these girls to eat frozen.
That was weird.
Frozen chicken tenders right out of the freezer.
I'll probably cut that out, but yeah. That was weird.
No reason.
That was the night that I'll bleep his name, but that was the night that he was blackout, definitely. He spilt like beer on himself and the floor, and then like literally 10 seconds later was like, why the fuck did you spill on the floor? Like yelling at someone.
Yeah.
Because he didn't remember doing it.
Yeah, he has like a Dory memory when he gets that drunk, yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, that was funny.
And then he told you, he's like, I can't wait till we meet in real life.
Yeah, I can't wait till we meet in real life, he said to me while hugging me. And this is another giant indigenous man. And I'm like, oh, we are in front of each other right now.
Doesn't get realer than this, bro.
Yeah. Oh, I said his name again. I'll bleep that out twice. But, yeah, man, I love getting drunk. I can't, you
don't say.
There's
this podcast.
There's that part of Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
Where he's like sober on house arrest or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And Donnie's like, and he's like, yeah, you want it? He's like, what are you drinking? He's like, a non-alcoholic beer. He's like, what, not like non-alcohol, but it's beer. He's like, yeah, but it's like non-alcoholic. He's like, but you drink enough with them and you get fucked up, right? He's like, no, it's like no alcohol. And he's like literally cannot comprehend.
Yeah.
And then he's like, how's it being sober? He's like, fucking sucks. I want to fucking kill myself. He's like, I can never imagine not loving to get fucked up. It's
same.
Like, he's like, I'm so bored. Like,
same, dude.
yeah, I love I have had hangovers that would probably kill a Victorian child. And there has never been a hangover that's worse than drinking alcohol. I have never once been like, Lord, please let me survive this. I'll never drink again. I know everyone says that and then they don't.
Yeah.
But no, I've never even been close. I love drugs and alcohol. So like we literally, all this shit that we invented over thousands of years to just be good.
And it tastes good too.
It's the best invention.
It's fantastic.
You drink a good drink, you get fucked up.
I was just reflecting on, for no reason at all. Not no reason at all. This is where my mind goes sometimes when I'm driving. This is why I have podcasts, because I go down into strange places. But I was thinking about Stephenson, our premier, who's just objectively the worst premier ever.
Lowest approval rating in the country right now, and she is the worst. I hate her.
So anyway, our premier stepped down. She stepped in.
I don't give a shit about her politics. Show up. Show up to these fucking press
doesn't fucking
conferences.
show up.
Show yourself. Like, have an opinion. Palliser, people hated his opinions, but you know what he did? He fucking showed up and he said, I don't care if you like me.
Yeah, he was a leader.
And he had a higher fucking approval rating.
Yeah. So anyway, Stephenson, she idolizes Reagan.
Oh yeah, her dogs are named Reagan, Harper, and Thatcher. Her 3 dogs.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So she fucking loves Reagan. And I'm like, okay, so if I was to bring that up as like an insult, I'm like, Stephenson is fucked because she loves Reagan. And someone's like, well, what's wrong with Reagan? You know, not because they like Reagan, but because they just don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, what's one thing I could mention? I'm like, the war on drugs and the AIDS crisis. Those are the 2 things I think about.
He was ordering the CIA to sell crack to black people.
Yeah, the war on drugs.
To get them,
obviously,
to get them addicted to crack. That's real. That's not a conspiracy.
Yeah,
that's
to break up the Black Panthers and basically black unity.
That's
and black communities.
That's now been declassified. That happened
and proven.
Yeah, and it's
beyond all shadow of doubt.
No, like they have the fucking orders. Like they have the memos, right? It's just like the British. Remember when the British were like, "Hey, we want to sell spices in Hong Kong," and China's like, "No, go fuck yourself."
Yeah.
So and then they're like, "Okay, we're gonna get you all addicted to opium," and it worked.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah. It's diabolical.
It's because drugs are awesome.
True. Spices are spices.
Side note: I've been watching The Sopranos for the first time.
Oh, dude! So good.
So I was going on my Letterboxd, and 8 of the 10 highest rated movies I've ever rated are all gangster movies.
Right.
Big Scorsese fan, big Tarantino fan. Like,
right.
Literally, I love mob shit. I love Narcos. I love Ozark. I love Breaking Bad. Fucking Goodfellas and Casino are in my top 4. Like, I'm a big mob movie fan, and I've very well researched. I've read a lot of books on John Gotti and like Lucky Luciano and a lot of these fucking prominent gangsters. And I'm 25 years old. I've never seen the fucking Sopranos. And like a lot of the writers to these shows and movies that I love have like been like, oh yeah, I was inspired by the Sopranos.
Right.
So I just literally this week.
Brief beer spill intermission. This should be a segment of the show when we spill
having
beer.
Our, you know what I have this calendar, and I literally said in my head, maybe I shouldn't put it down because it would get spilt on. And I'm like, nah, it'll be fine.
we never spill.
I just spilled on it.
It's fine.
Brief intermission. Hold on.
Okay,
put in the Jeopardy music.
No, I can tell a story. So I was transporting my beer to this podcast last time we did this, 2 weeks ago. And so I have a cargo.
Hold on. We actually did take last week off. That wasn't a bit. I know I said it was a bit that we were on the fucking Freedom Convoy. Tyler did skip last week.
Yeah, I was in Ontario and no cell reception. But anyways, time before that, taking the beer out of my van. Or sorry, no, I was taking whatever leftovers from after the podcast, putting it back into my van. So I have like a cubby hole so I can get in, and then I can put it in my cargo area from like in the front. Don't at me about alcohol in a vehicle, fuck you. So as I'm getting into my van, it's slippery as hell. Like the roads are fucking awful. It's all icy ruts. I'm about to step into my vehicle. It's like a big jump up. I slip. And I reach out to go catch myself so I don't eat shit. Beer falls out of my bag, hits the door sill, explodes. Fucking beer all over the inside of my van. Just
in front of my house. You did this?
Yeah, and it's all over me. And just like I get in, and my van just reeks of beer. And I'm like, oh, this would be just fantastic if I get pulled over. I'm like, it's just you can't hide it. It reeked.
I haven't been pulled over in a long time, but.
And this was, I guess we were on the other side of like check stop season, but like I was just visualizing me going through a check stop and they'd be like, sir, have you been drinking? I'm like, yeah, I had a few, but like it's been a few hours. And then they like lean over and they're like, right this way, sir. Fuck. Like under the limit, but reeking of beer. It would have been great.
Yeah, because after we film, you always stick around for a while before you leave.
Chug water. And
honestly, we don't drink that much.
We really don't drink that much.
Maybe I'm going to ruin the magic here, but we honestly don't drink that much on these. We used to.
Initially, we did, yeah.
We used to fucking go hard.
We don't need it anymore.
We used to drink like probably 10 drinks each
sometimes
in 2 hours. Like,
yeah.
And now I drink a little bit more than you usually because like we're recording in my house, so I don't have to leave. But
yeah.
Anyway, my the beer cleaning intermission is now over. I've been watching The Sopranos for the first time. I'm still on season 1, just started a couple days ago, and a lot of them do meth.
I forget that,
which is interesting. Yeah, because like when I think about people now, like fucking no one I know, unless like I know a couple like back in the day in the trap house, like I knew some like junkies.
Yeah.
That did meth, but like, you know, everyone's doing coke.
Right.
Right?
Coke's just like coffee but stronger.
Yeah, like fucking everybody I know does coke, right? Not meth though, but like fucking they're just like casually they're like, oh, we gotta like Christopher's like owns a fucking record label and he's like trying to get the guy to stay up and play guitar. He's like, oh, just do some fucking crank in the bathroom.
Right.
And he's like selling meadow meth to like fucking stay up to study for finals or whatever. And I'm like, do people just do meth? Like, is this like a thing in the 90s?
I mean, but they didn't have Adderall readily available.
Yeah,
so.
which it's the same thing pretty much. Adderall and meth are the same, or they're functional analogs of each other. But I don't know what my point was before I spilt the beer. You said something and I said, oh, to interject, they're doing a bunch of meth. And then
I don't know, you just talk about The Sopranos. You were excited about watching The Sopranos.
And then I wildly smacked a beer off the table. Yeah, that is a I have a new photo behind us. It's a photo of Pablo Escobar while he was on the top 10 most wanted list for the FBI, standing in front of the White House with his son, just casually.
So why did you put that up?
I don't know.
Why'd you frame it? What inspired you?
I like drug dealers and mass murderers.
Okay.
No, I think Pablo Escobar was pretty cool. I don't like the whole narco-terrorism thing. He blew up a passenger plane one time just to kill one guy. Didn't even kill the guy, but killed like 270 innocent people.
Right. Wait, was the guy not on the plane or what?
He got off the plane because like the cops tipped him off.
Oh, right.
But the bomb still went off.
Oh, that's great policing.
Yeah.
Like the plane's gonna blow up. Get off. Don't like stop the flight.
Yeah, and then like when he was beefing with the Cali cartel, they owned a lot of legitimate business to like hide their drug dealing. They owned like 300 drugstores. Yeah. Like the equivalent of like CVS. It was the largest drug chain in Colombia. He just started bombing them, like killing innocent people, just whatever. Yeah. I think like Pablo Escobar's Medellin cartel set off like 5,000 bombs over 5 years. Like, yeah,
he was in kind of like his twilight year. Like he was at the point of, you know, when guys are up and coming, they're like they're savage, but they're also like really intelligent and tactical, and like they're more conscious of their actions. But when you're that wealthy, it's just like, fuck it, we do whatever it takes to protect the wealth and to protect the kingdom, right?
He would have been the 6th richest man on earth. Yeah, at the time. At that point,
it's just like it's fuck you. Like the ends justify the means, do whatever it takes.
Yeah, and so people forget this. Pablo Escobar was elected to Colombia's parliament.
Oh yeah.
He didn't just run; he was elected. He won the fucking election. Yeah, and he was going to run, or
he was a man of the people. He was building schools and shit.
People still do. There's a fucking barrio. There's a neighborhood in Borough, I think Barrio, whatever.
Barrio is a restaurant in Cleveland.
No, I think Barrio means like
maybe in Espanol or Portuguese.
That's what I'm saying. Anyway, but there's a neighborhood in Medellin where he grew up, called like Barrio Escobar. Yeah. Where he built houses for thousands of people. He built churches. He built schools, and that's how you see it in like you see it in kind of in Narcos. Right at the end of his life, it was like just him and his bodyguard driver that was left alive. Everyone, all his capos were fucking dead, like right at the end. And Limon was his driver, and this is all real. Like Narcos is obviously fictionalized for the show, but it is based on real people,
dramatized. But yeah, it's real.
It all happened. And And his driver, there's a scene in Narcos where he asks him, he's basically trying to test his loyalty, and he's like, why are you still here? Something like that. And he's like, well, yeah, I went to school at fucking Escobar school, and I fucking like went to church in the church you built. He's like, man, like my entire life I owe to you.
Right.
Like even before I started working for you, literally the only reason I'm alive right now is because of you. And people had undying loyalty to him. Anyway, but he ran and won. Or he ran to be the vice MP of the person. But under the idea that the person, as soon as they won, they would resign.
Right.
It was a whole thing. But he was a fucking sitting MP in the House of Parliament, or whatever it is in Colombia, until somebody leaked that mugshot of him, the famous one where he's laughing.
Okay.
I have it in my room, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a famous mugshot of him. I'll put it on the screen on the video version. And he's laughing in it because he had like the people that arrested him killed afterwards.
Yeah. No, he's like, I'm getting out of here in hours.
And he was laughing and they were like trying to get him to like stop, and he couldn't. And I think that was before he was doing drugs. That was when he was a smuggler.
Right.
He was like smuggling like electronics between like Peru and Colombia, and like cigarettes and shit. And when that got out, the Speaker of the House or whatever was like, I think you should resign with dignity and get out of here.
Right.
And after that, he said that was like his last faith in humanity. And he was like, now I just don't care. And now I'm going to bomb people.
Yeah. Kind of had that turning point.
And he believed that if he had stayed the course, he would have been president and been legitimate. He would have like got rid of the drug business.
Yeah, I believe that he believed that for sure.
Yeah.
It could have happened. Like, I think it's a very common thread because, I mean, I've been listening to the Bastards podcast as long as it's been up, and a lot of kind of relevant or similar types of books and shows. The real motherfuckers of history that commit just like massive atrocities kind of have that very similar character arc, where they are, they come from a hard background, often a hard childhood. Some of them really privileged, but privileged childhood can be hard for other reasons. And they come into a new adventure. They're seeking adventure. They're seeking, entrepreneurship or success or an identity and whatever. And then you kind of reach that crest of success or realization where now it flips into protection and defense, no longer like ambition and growth. And then they just commit unbelievable atrocities because they were always willing to do those things to climb the ladder, but they never had the power and they never had the opposition.
They couldn't get rid of it, or they couldn't get away with it, probably.
Well, it's just the underdog the underdog always has a fight, but when you're the top dog, all you're doing is beating down people that are weaker than you, which then makes you evil.
Yeah.
So it's like the famous Joker Batman line: either you die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. That's fucking exactly every single story.
Yeah.
And what I love about this picture, why I laughed when I saw it, is I don't know if you're aware of this, our American listeners, but this photo of him standing in front of that fence in front of the White House, and it's a decent, looks like a decent zoom lens, actually. You can see the White House very clearly.
Well, he's
behind.
very close.
Well, I mean, but like just the lens used.
This is like 1985.
Yeah, but I mean, this is probably like a longer lens, and you can see the White House. It looks like it's right there.
Yeah.
Looks like he's right in front of the White House. And he's up against the fence, and it's a nice picture, whatever. He's not even looking at the camera, and neither is his kid.
He's trying to wrangle his kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kid's all excited.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're aware of this, Willows, or American listeners. That photo is no longer possible.
Yeah, no, I know that. After fucking January 6th, right?
No. This is recently, like last few weeks or months.
Okay.
It's way after January 6th.
Well, I know they put up more fences.
It's not a fence. It's a fucking like 16-foot concrete wall.
You can't even get to the White House anymore.
It's between this fence and the White House. It's like a 16-foot, completely smooth, like prefabricated concrete wall.
So like tourists can't even take pictures anymore?
No.
Fuck off.
Like, if this picture was taken, you would about 3/4 of the White House would be chopped off by a white wall.
Yeah, interesting.
Like, that's surreal.
Yeah.
That's like, think about that
Dystopian.
a little bit.
Well, it's like
that's dystopian.
You know what
as
it is?
Fuck.
They're in a fucking castle, and us peasants can't get there.
Like that's dystopian as hell. You can't even get as good of a picture of the White House as El Chapo did.
That is,
and you're an American citizen.
This is
How do you
Pablo
feel?
Escobar. El Chapo was a Mexican.
Sorry, Chapo was who my family works for. This is the other guy. Sorry, Escobar. Chapo came after.
Yeah, Joaquin El Chapo Guzman.
Yeah,
was was actually operating before Escobar. He just wasn't boss until he was boss under Felix Gallardo. Actually, before Escobar started his whole thing. And then,
and I have a number of relatives that worked
for his organization.
Yeah, before he went down.
Yeah, the Juarez cartel.
Yeah, which is pretty. I mean, there's not that many cartels. You're like one or the other, kind of.
Yeah, Mexico was weird. They kind of split themselves into like districts.
Mm-hmm.
But after Escobar died, and after the Cali cartel was all arrested, El Chapo's group was importing 80% of America's cocaine.
That's nuts.
Yeah. And he loved tunnels. He had a lot of tunnels
he
under
sure
the border.
did, yeah, and he escaped by tunnel.
I think he bought like 5,000 properties between Juarez and El Paso, Texas, and built tunnels between them.
And some of those are still running.
Yeah, allegedly, right? We're getting like I bought drugs last weekend. They got here somehow.
Allegedly.
They got here somehow. Just kidding. I didn't buy them last weekend. I already had them from before. Anyway,
I made them. I mean, we're on so many lists at this point.
Yeah, I want to go on record saying that I have like kind of an anti-hero obsession where I obviously don't want to be a drug kingpin, and I obviously don't
that bombs innocents, and
I obviously don't want to,
unless they work radar vans.
That's not a victimless crime though. So if you do victimless crime, I think you're fine. If you hurt people, I don't like that. I don't support that. That's why I don't like the government, and that's why I don't like Pablo Escobar. I don't like the idea of that. However, I do like the history behind it. Like Pablo had more cops working for him than the fucking cops did. Like, you know what I mean? Like he had like and then like in my room, I have a few. Like I have a picture of Castro. Castro at the Kremlin in Russia.
Yeah.
Wearing 2 Rolexes.
Yeah.
One with Cuban time, one with Russian time.
Yeah.
Fucking badass picture. I hate Castro. I mean,
his people are starving and he's wearing 2 Rollies, but
yeah, he loved Rolexes. And he also
to be fair, his people are starving because of the US. I will concede that.
Yeah, I don't know. He also killed a bunch of gay people. Like, part of him and Che Guevara's plan was they were going to execute all the homosexuals after they took power. Right,
yeah. It was like they had some underlying eugenics
ideas. Yeah. So, I'm anti-communism.
Where's the flag?
Yeah.
Where's the Che Guevara?
I have a Che Guevara shirt.
Oh, the shirt, right.
Yeah, I'm just like... I wear shit I don't believe in. I have fucking pictures of people I don't like.
I just want to imagine the day that like either you're in court or maybe you're like getting confirmed for some political position.
And I have to explain all this shit.
And yes, and you have to explain everything in this room, and it'll be great.
I tweeted a while ago, no, I cannot explain these tweets, and yes, I will be resigning as mayor. I don't know, man. Who cares? Like, I like history.
Yeah.
I have the picture of Castro's right beside the picture of Frank Sinatra getting off a helicopter with a glass of scotch in his hand.
Drinking and flying, very classy.
Yeah, shit like that. Like, I don't know. I just like, who cares? I don't know. I like
what I like. Fuck you.
I like drugs and communism, and I hate truckers and spilling beer.
Hey, my grandpa's a trucker, but he is also one of the first to admit that there's a lot of really gross people in that profession, and
nothing against truckers. I don't fucking know any truckers. Nothing against truckers.
I don't think it's nothing against the people. I think the profession is really hard. It's really brutal on your personal psyche.
The only trucker I know is Ray from Trailer Park Boys.
Great example.
Way of the road, bud. He's pissing in jugs.
Yeah, no, I think it's a fucking hard job, and
yeah, 100%. I think they should automate it.
And it's like if you spend that much time kind of alone in your own space, and you're gonna just kind of revert to like a very primal state of living. But my grandpa, he's kind of OCD. He's very neat. He's always got like these, this food packed by my grandma, and like neat, organized, well put together, just very, very, very like neat, clean guy. Does not vibe well with truck stops.
Fair.
And other truckers.
Because they're...
Period.
Yeah, fair.
And also, very conservative, old colony Mennonite Christian.
Unvaccinated, I assume?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But he got COVID. He's over it. He's fine.
Perfect.
They didn't, their reasons for not getting vaccinated, totally reasonable. Like, they just kind of opt out of society. They live in the woods, literally, and they're like, you know what? This is crazy. I don't understand it. Are these the ones by my
vineyard or the different ones? These the ones by my vineyard or the other ones? Okay.
Yeah. So they're like, everything's crazy. I don't understand it. Whatever. I'm gonna just do me over here.
Which is fine. Like,
yeah, they opt out. They opt out of the politics. They don't give a fuck. They just want to not be included.
I guess I'm more.
And they're much happier for it.
Here's where I'm all like, are you pro vaccine mandate?
Not really.
I don't know. Like,
I don't think it's useful.
So that's a good point.
The idea of it, like in a perfect world, sure.
Yeah, because here's the thing. You know what was more efficient at getting people vaccinated than the government telling you? When our Winnipeg Jets, the hockey team, said you need to be vaccinated to get season tickets.
Yeah.
That there was a spike in fucking vaccinations.
Yep.
Like, the free market, I will always fucking maintain, is more efficient than the fucking government at this shit.
I think mandates are a bad idea because just doesn't matter what group of people you have or what you're doing. If you tell someone you have to do this,
there's always going to be...
You're going to have a pretty high percentage of people that say no, just on reflex.
Apparently 8.9% of people are going to be like, no, I will never do that. But... So here's the thing:
for most things,
what is the government
company present?
What is the government for? I know, obviously, the real answer is to support neo-colonial, and imperialistic agendas, and
you read my mind.
Make their people richer. Okay, that besides the point. But what is the government publicly for? Like, why do they exist? To help
to take care of its people.
Take care of their people, right? And
to protect their interests.
Sure, but first and foremost is protect the citizens that elect them, right?
Yeah.
And getting vaccinated works. The science is, irrefutable. So I think the government's incompetent and stupid and shouldn't have any power, shouldn't exist. But if the government is going to exist and getting vaccinated is protecting people, shouldn't that be what they're doing?
In a perfect world. That's why I said in a perfect world, yes. But
world isn't perfect. You know what? I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit whether there's a mandate or not, because people can do whatever they want, and they've proven that.
I don't think a mandate achieves any desirable outcome.
I think I agree with you. These people are really, really dumb.
And just based on that, I don't even want to give a deeper, if it could work, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, it's not even worth talking about.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's funny is, you watch Jordan Peterson or Elon Musk, like these very, very anti-mandate people. It's about Jordan Peterson more than Elon Musk. He's like, I don't think, governments should be fucking forcing mandates. And they're like, well, are you vaccinated? He's like, yeah, obviously. Vaccinations work. Like,
yeah, and
of
also
course I am.
Yeah,
I'm a doctor.
He's
Like, compromised.
Peterson? Yeah,
Jordan Peterson is he's sick.
se-
He's a sick man.
severely immunocompromised, as is his wife and daughter.
And he's pro-vaccine, anti-vaccine mandate.
Yeah,
which I think...
As is Trump, too.
Yeah, well, Trump is vaccinated.
Yeah,
and
Trump
was like the first person in America to get the vaccine.
Yeah, he's very pro-vaccine.
Yeah, I saw he was booed in like Alabama for being like, get the vaccine and this will be over. And he got booed. He's like, yeah, I know. Boo me, whatever. He's like, if this is dangerous, you'll be the first to know. I'll call Alabama. I'll be like, hey. Like,
that's a good fucking politician.
I love
Jesus
Trump.
Christ. Why can't anybody ad-lib like that?
I don't give a shit about what people say. Trump is probably a bad person.
He's a great politician.
He's probably hurt more people than he's helped.
For sure.
Like, I've hurt people in my life.
Yeah.
Sometimes on purpose. Not all the time. Sometimes it's because I'm a fucking idiot and I'm a man that's, whatever. Like, I've made mistakes and I've hurt people, and that, like, I accept that. But I think that if I can go out helping more people than I've hurt, I think I've done a net positive. And as I grow and get more mature, I'll end up helping more people, right? Like, a lot of the people that I, fucked over or whatever was when I was younger.
I feel like that's most people growing up.
I think Trump is probably the opposite, has hurt more people than he's helped. However, I love Donald Trump and I want him to be president again.
So do I, because dude, I think he's the best shot at revolution.
If he's president, can he get his Twitter back?
I hope so.
Well, no, think about it, because like they banned him, and then they banned also he can't make other accounts.
Right.
He had like that Trump. He had another account they like banned as well.
Mm-hmm.
But will they just ban the presidential account, like at POTUS, for 4 years?
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
That's his fucking account. Like he can obviously be like, "Yo, toss me the phone," right?
Yeah.
Do they just ban POTUS for 4 years, and then bring it back after he's unbanned?
That would be interesting.
Right?
That'd be extremely partisan of them.
Please give me Trump on Twitter. Holy shit. I follow like old out of context Donald Trump tweets on fucking Twitter or whatever. Like,
they're objectively hilarious.
Oh my, they are like, there's a couple of people who are like, fucking nothing Trump said was funny. Like, come on. Some of that shit is funny. Like,
I mean, what did he do? Like just a bit of violence and insurrection? What is that? What is that against a couple of good jokes?
He said a lot of sexist stuff. He said a lot of fucking racist stuff.
I'm not saying he said good stuff. I'm just saying that as a politician.
Yeah, no, he's a great He's
a great
unequivocally.
Okay, no, here.
This is a lifetime.
I'll sum up I'll sum up both of our opinions. He is the president America deserves.
Oh, 100%.
Cheers to that.
Cheers. We're taking another shot. If you're an Advent listener, Advent listener of this podcast, you know that if we ever take shot on shot caller that's under 40%, we take multiple shots. That's a rule.
It kind of is, I guess, isn't it?
No, it 100% is. If there's ever something that's lower percentage, I always think we should take multiple. We used to take 2. Do you remember that? Before shot caller was a segment, when we were more disorganized, we used to take 2 shots back to back. We used to get fucked up on this podcast. Do you remember the ones we filmed in your...
I remember one I had a debilitating hangover that lasted 36 hours after one of these podcasts.
When we filmed...
we didn't even drink that much.
When we filmed in your office that one time...
Yeah, that was the worst
hangover
of my life.
Yeah, I slept on the couch there. I left at like 5 in the morning.
Yeah, and then I left...
We were watching Fresh Prince on the fucking TV.
Yeah, and I woke up in time for work.
Because I had to get out of the office before people got there.
Yeah, and I was so hungover... I couldn't function, and I just left, and I almost got fired because of it.
I remember
They're like, you can't just leave, and they were trying to call me. They're like, where the fuck were you? Because I didn't even tell anyone that I left.
I don't remember if you woke me up or I woke up on my own, but it was like 5 in the morning, and I drove home like half asleep, probably still drunk, But remember where your office used to be? I could take that back road to my house.
Yeah, it was just super close.
So I took like the back road, went to my house at like 5, and just passed out for like a day.
That was bad.
We filmed the few at your office, but that was, yeah. And then
all I drank was that Saison, the non-such beer.
No, that was the first episode where you
it?
had the Saison.
Okay,
I think because
that was the worst hangover though.
Really?
I think so.
Okay, that was before we did shot collar. That was before we were taking shots.
Yeah, no, it was. I didn't even drink that much. No, I had like a third of a bottle of red wine, and then I had the bottle of Saison.
Yeah,
and I had a like world-ending hangover.
Maybe it was just
so
like
bad.
Kind of coincidence.
I think these are two different times.
Yeah, I think so too.
It was just a specific. I don't know. I wasn't even that drunk.
We like the first like 10 episodes. We went back and forth between my office and your office.
Yeah,
because I had a weird living situation at the time, and we didn't have any mics, so we were just filming wherever.
Also, didn't have this space.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
yeah.
So, so we should probably transition here into the final segment of the show called Tip of the Week. I got that right this time.
Sponsored by Jordan Belfort.
I wish. Where Tyler and I give you business tips, life tips, or any other general tips that we are currently going through in our lives. You can go first this time because I've gotten first the last 3 times and I have to pee.
Ooh. Puts me on the spot. So,
You know the segment is coming.
I know the segment's coming every time. Still surprised. So I think in the last week, last 2 weeks, I should say, biggest development business-wise is it's been kind of like a rapid acceleration in terms of like team building because we spent a week about 2 hours away from home doing a cabin, like some luxury high-end cabin on Lake of the Woods, and it took about 5 days continuously, and we stayed out there at Branton's father-in-law's cabin, which is a lot closer than home, but still quite a drive. But basically what happened was we had our entire team out there for a full Monday to Friday week. We were, sleeping together in the same cabin, making food for each other, and just kind of like you spend the whole day together, you wake up together, and you spend the evening together, you play games, whatever we were doing. It was a pretty awesome like team bonding experience, and in a very kind of innocuous way, where you get a wider context of the people that you're working with. Like even just doing something as simple as having a full work day and then going out for dinner afterwards with your coworkers, you get kind of a different perspective on the people you're working with, right? When you break bread together. And I guess it was just kind of as a result of that, the very kind of organic way that people build relationships. We just kind of jumped ahead, kind of in our comfort level, and also the skill level of like our new guys, our new trainees. They advanced quite a bit. Like it felt like weeks worth of progression in a 5-day span, which is super cool. And last day, me and Branton were just sitting in the sauna, and other 2 guys were just sitting in the kitchen playing a game of chess. Because the one guy's super passionate about chess, so he's gotten the other guy into chess, and now they're playing chess. So the guy that's super good at it is like beating the shit out of him while like coaching him through the game. It was really funny.
Are these the guys that bet on random things?
Yeah, they just like bet Satoshis on stuff. It's so fucking hilarious.
Love
and they bet. Yeah, they bet.
These Filipinos, these 2?
One's Filipino, one is it's a blonde kid.
Typical.
But anyway, so they bet like 500 Satoshis or something on the winner of the game, but it wasn't like necessarily the winner. It's like either I'll lose in under 15 moves, or I'll lose in 30 moves.
Because these are the guys that are like 500 Satoshis says Tyler's 3 minutes late today, and like shit, they just bet 40 times a day on random shit.
It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, love it.
But anyway, so they're
like that's what we're gonna do when we're rich.
Yeah,
$1,000 says this. Like
for no reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we just finished. I'd made everyone dinner for that day. We had 3 nights that we had to make dinner. The first night, Brenton's wife made dinner. So we just went to the grocery store, instead of just figuring out, okay, how do I eat for 5 days or 4 days? Buy yourself shitty lunches to take with, like microwave, Hungry Man's, whatever, and then one dinner where you'll cook for everyone. Great way to do it when you're traveling with friends. So they love that idea. The one guy hasn't cooked in 3 years because he's married and just doesn't like cooking. So his wife does all the cooking. He hasn't cooked in 3 years. He's like, you know what I did when I was single? I made tuna melts because that's one thing I can handle. He's like, canned tuna with some cheese on bread. Done. Great. Honestly, loved it. So he made tuna melts.
Good as fuck. I love tuna melts.
Right? Second guy, Carlo, is a chef. So he made salmon and broccoli and the fluffiest mashed potatoes I've ever had in my life. So that was delicious. And then last day was me, so I made ribs with sautéed mushrooms, roasted asparagus, and baby dill potatoes. Fucking delicious as well.
So here's something I was going to tell you off camera.
Yeah.
But now that we're on the topic, I've been trying. Okay, so I bought a piece of clothing that was my size on Amazon the other day, and I got it, and I'm too fat to wear it.
Oh no.
So I'm like, you know what? I should probably stop eating like a piece of shit all the time. So I was on diet TikTok or like workout TikTok.
And they said eat more ribs?
No, they were saying so cauliflower rice. So it's rice consistency.
Okay.
But it's made out of cauliflower.
Okay.
That's what they were saying. So I went to Safeway, and there's a bunch of different kinds and flavors and shit. So I bought a bunch of these different kinds. Fucking, like it's a pan. Like I make it in a skillet, right? It's frozen, and because I don't cook, I order a lot of takeout, right? So I don't like stuff that you gotta fucking prepare, right? So, all you do is pour it in a skillet, fucking heat it up for 7 minutes, flip it. Or whatever, like it's rice consistency. Like 300-400 grams, like an entire skillet worth, is 50 calories.
Okay.
Pretty good. So
yeah, that's very low.
Very, very low. So I've been doing that, and then buying chicken breast, which is like lean protein, like whatever. Cutting up a chicken breast into like cubes, throwing it in there like a stir fry, and then I buy this like frozen broccoli, and then like throw it in there too. And then just like hot sauce, which is like no calories.
Yeah.
And that's been like pretty good. That's like all I've eaten today.
Add like 3 tablespoons of soy sauce and you have yourself a fucking lit stir fry.
That's what I'm saying. But
light sodium if you want to go diet wise, but
that entire thing is like 300 calories.
Yeah.
But like 60 grams of protein.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
I've been saving these TikToks.
Yeah.
Of all these recipes.
Yeah.
And that's what they said. These fucking cauliflower based shit is like
amazing.
Is fucking, because they said like the best. I don't know much about diet or fitness. Yeah. I don't really care. And this isn't like, I was on a diet after I got dumped. I was on a diet for like 9 months, and I lost like 35 pounds.
Yeah,
like,
I remember that.
I'm capable of doing it.
You have a lot more discipline than I do.
Yeah, and that's all the businesses like I run, and I also like food's never been a huge motivator for me. I don't really care. Like it's not a huge part of my life. I don't really eat that much. Like it's whatever. My biggest problem is I can't give up beer.
So you gotta make all these compromises around beer.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fine.
But yeah, whatever. So, I was on. I don't know much about food and diet. So if you do and you're listening to this, you're probably cringing. You're like, you fucking idiot. Of course, you eat stuff with low cal. But like, the guy was saying like the best way to lose weight is high volume, low calorie stuff, because it like
you feel full.
And then also he said like only 20% of the calories you burn are deliberate exercise. Yeah. Most like deliberate exercise, like going to the gym, is mostly to build muscle. Yeah. Losing weight is like your 60% of the calories you lose are just your body being your body. It's
your body
digesting.
Your body burns a shitload of calories digesting the food that it eats.
Yeah, and just doing a bunch of shit.
Like if you ever feel like you eat a big meal and you just sit down, you feel your abdomen just heating up. Yeah, it's because it's like your body's doing what it does, which is break down and metabolize and make energy out of food. Like you just, that heat that you feel, that exothermic heat coming off of you just from like eating, think about all that energy that's being burned. That's why you're fucking lethargic after you eat, because like
you're
80% of your energy.
It's like you're working out almost.
Yeah, 80% of your energy is going to your gut.
And I guess I never really thought of it, that like 60% of that is just your fucking body doing stuff. Another 20% is like the non-workout exercise, like walking around your fucking house,
necessary movement,
walking to your car, fucking you're
taking
doing
a shit,
whatever whatever. And then the last 20% is you're working out.
Right. Although working out, what it also does, even if it doesn't burn a lot of calories itself, if you have a really big muscle mass, it increases the calorie burn of all those other activities because you have that much mass to move around.
Yeah.
So it increases your metabolic rate just when sitting around.
Here's my thing is, like, I am not at a calorie deficit though.
Right.
Like, I eat more on average than I burn, probably. Likely. Well, and that was evidenced because when I was on a diet and I lost like 30 pounds, I wasn't working out at all. And I don't want to say fair amount, but like I get cardio from my job. Like I do markets where I have to lift fucking 30-pound boxes of wine.
Yeah.
I have to lift 20 of those into the van, drive them to the thing, unlift them from the van. Like, I'm not completely sediment, more so during COVID, but
sedentary.
I'm not
sediment.
I'm not completely a rock sediment. I am Dwayne The Rock Johnson. It's about drive. It's about power. We stay hungry. We devour. Anyway, but as someone who also doesn't eat that much, like I usually eat like one meal a day, switching the meal to low calorie,
high volume
has
and also high protein, which is lots of energy.
This has only like been like what day is it? Wednesday. I went shopping on like Saturday, so it's been like 4 or 5 days. I feel good. Like I'm feeling good. My shits have been fucking better. More consistent.
Yeah, I mean, all that's better fiber, absolutely, and it's slower release calories, which makes a big difference.
Quick release capsules. I don't know anything about slow release calories.
So basic, simple sugars, like for example, carbohydrates, like what you have in beer. Simple sugars.
As I'm chugging a beer as you're saying this.
Yeah. Simple sugars release everything they've got very, very quickly.
Okay.
Like your body breaks them down rapidly. But things that are more fibrous, things that are more complex, more natural, I guess.
Complex carbohydrates, they say.
Complex carbohydrates.
Oh, wow.
Or proteins.
Yeah.
They take longer for your body to break down, and you get a much slower, more even release of energy, which is better for your mental and just like physical well-being throughout the day. You'll just kind of feel more even, and you'll feel like you might feel really good for a period of time after drinking a beer, but you'll feel that. Would you rather have really good over a short period of time, or do you have that good or averaged over an 8-hour period?
As a drug addict, I understand quick release capsules and stuff like that, right? So
for sure,
that's why sometimes you snort stuff instead of taking
analogy.
The capsules.
Okay, so I'm gonna end my segment here.
Sorry.
Massive food tangent, as we typically do when we're hungry.
We had an entire podcast episode that was 45 minutes just talking about food. Yeah.
Well, we've gone like 20 now, but
no, it's not been. It's been 7. Like.
Okay,
I have the fucking count right in front of me.
We're getting a little bit drunk, so it's about food.
Sorry, I was
so sorry.
You know what I'm gonna do after this podcast? I'm gonna order some fast food burgers on Skip. I think instead of
slow release burgers.
Yeah, making some. Hey, I don't want to do the diet where you're like, I can never eat this. I think that's dumb.
So, anyways,
I think I might buy a treadmill though.
We just got one. It's great. It folds up. It's super compact. It's tiny. It's like...
How much was it?
$400.
I'm never going to the gym.
No.
I'm just not.
Why would you?
I am very self-aware. I'm just not going to go to the gym.
Yeah, no, we got a treadmill. It folds up. It's super small. Like, you could literally tuck it in behind your desk here. It's like this thick.
Cool. I was thinking, get a treadmill, throw in a fucking episode of Sopranos.
Yeah.
Run or walk or whatever. Jog for the fucking episode. Yeah. And then that could be my workout.
Oh, absolutely.
I could 100%. I think I'm capable of doing that.
Yep.
I'm not capable of going out and fucking getting a gym membership and doing lifting weights. I'm just not. I'm not going to. I don't give a fuck. Poor people work out in front of other people.
Hot take, but true.
Says the fat Willows, but I think that is something I am.
Just look on classifieds.
That's what I'm thinking.
And peruse it, and just get something as compact as possible because they take up so much space.
Word. I got a little bit of space down here, but
you do, but also moving them is a motherfucker.
That's I gotta get down here in the first place. Yeah, but I think that is something that I am realistically can do because I think that's a big part of life.
I have one more for you too.
Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna get off the food, but the reason I brought it up is because breaking bread is important, especially with building relationships. And so we had done this whole dinner thing. This was day 4. We're packing up the next morning, and we were just sitting in the sauna, and I just say to Brent, and I'm like, you realize that people pay consultants millions of dollars. Or like companies pay consultants millions of dollars to like achieve this level of cohesiveness in a team.
Homogenization.
Right. So,
good word.
Great word. That's a 10-cent word right there. That's a silver dollar.
That's a two-line word on Wordy.
Wow.
I don't know how that game works.
Neither do I.
I just see it on Twitter.
And like Branton is really good at hiring people and not a great manager.
Okay. Which,
fantastic at hiring. He has really good at vision, which I think those two things are very well tied. But I'm a really good manager, so like that kind of handshake handoff has been working really well. And now these two guys are have built a relationship together, and they're just enjoying themselves. No encouragement required. They're playing fucking chess together. There's a TV. There's a pool table. There's an Xbox. There's a liquor cabinet full of booze. And they're sitting at a table drinking craft. They're pounding craft beers, playing chess, betting Satoshis on it, which is fucking hilarious. And so me and Brandon are sitting in the sauna, and I'm like, man, we are fucking nailing it right now with putting this team together. And I think like all these little things that may be intentional, maybe not, but like spending this amount of time, if you can, outside of your regular work environment, so valuable. Yeah. And we did it out of necessity, but you cannot discount the fact that we had a job out of town, and without question, the whole team was there.
Let's fucking go. For 5 days. Let's go out of town.
And one is married. The other is like effectively married.
You.
The other guy. The other guy's effectively married.
Carly.
Only reason they haven't gotten married is because they chose to buy a house before doing that. But effectively they are. And then there's me, which is also effectively married. Wow.
To me.
She'd be so mad if she heard that. She'd be like, "Where's the fucking ring?" But in a
good thing
nice
she doesn't
way.
fucking give a shit about any of the art that you create and doesn't listen to this podcast.
True. And Branton, who is married, but brought his wife and kids with, which was great.
Because it's his fucking...
Yeah, because his father-in-law's cabin, and his kids are adorable.
How old are they?
So cute. One is 3, one is like 1.5.
You know what I was hoping? You'd be like, his kids, so fucking cute. And I'm like, how old are they? You're like, 22?
No, they're like...
He's some blonde twink. he's so cute.
The kids are adorable. But anyways, the whole thing just worked. There was no resistance. There was no conflict. I've done this shit before. I've ridden this ride. And...
Yeah, you've done retreats with your companies. And,
team cohesiveness after this period of time... Like, this is after we do 12 hours of hard labor together. We're totally fine. We're vibing.
Yeah.
And the one day we got snowed into our job site.
And because you were like, hey, by the way, I can't get to the fucking podcast. They literally closed the highway.
Yeah, no, the number one highway is closed. We had almost no cell reception. We were 48 minutes off the number one, which is like into the bush. Like, if you take the nearest highway and go an hour straight into the bush, we're in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Lake of the Woods area is a lot of, like, twisty-turny fucking highways. Yeah,
enough to make you sick.
Yeah.
And the one guy that, like, gets most riled up over shit, Dom, he was, like, out getting water from the neighbor's cabin. So he came back right when we were getting the news about the highway being closed, and they said it's going to be closed till 10 p.m. minimum, and that's when they're going to close. That's when they're going to clear it and whatever. And it was about 4 o'clock, so we're all thinking, okay, we're done working in an hour. It's been a long day. We've been here for 10 hours already. We're tired, almost ready to go home, eat some dinner. We only just brought lunch. We're getting hungry, getting a little bit cranky. It's that time. And we got this notification, okay, we can only get home by 10. Dom comes back in. We're like, Dom, we're snowed in. He's like, what? We're like, yeah, we're snowed in. He's like, till how long? He's like, could be till morning. And he's like, okay. Just went back to work. And we're like, we thought he was going to react. We were trying to get a rise out of him, trying to get him riled up. And it's like, we just looked at each other. We're like, well, shit, that was no fun at all. So we just went back to work. We worked till fucking 10 p.m. And we went back on the road, and we eventually got back home. It was super sketchy, but we got back home. And it was just like a 15 and a half or 16 and a half hour work day. And it was all smooth. Nobody complained. There was no resistance. Like, I'm like, this is fucking amazing. Obviously, you can't ask that much of your staff all the time.
Of course.
If
you were snowing them in every single work day.
Right, yeah. Everyone was paid for every hour they were at work, including travel time, plus there was an additional per diem, plus there was no cost
which
of
is more
travel
than a
and
lot
staying.
of businesses would probably give people.
Yeah,
so.
no, there was more than fair compensation for the whole thing, so don't at me for that. But it was a really, really, really cool progression. And now we're kind of coming up into spring. Both our new guys are coming up for reevaluation because they were intending to just be winter workers, but I think they're both going to stay. And yeah, it's just like the team cohesion has just been fantastic. Like, I don't know how you engineer that in your own business, doing a retreat, whatever, because I know a lot of people do that badly. They overstep personal boundaries and stuff.
Yeah, we try to do, my company, like we try to do like team bonding, like, hey, let's go to the restaurant. Let's go to fucking do laser tag. Let's go something like that. But like not
in a cringy way.
Not in a cringy way.
Which is hard.
Which is hard. Yeah, I agree. But probably helps a lot. Like all my staff is like under 20. Like I'm the oldest person in my fucking company.
Yeah.
All my staff is like between 18 and 24. COVID obviously has been a little bit difficult to do team bonding stuff because I'm actively trying not to get people together for all this shit. But
crowdsource it. Like, ask your people what they want to do. What do they enjoy? Push the comfort level a little bit. But
so your tip?
My tip is don't sleep on your company culture.
Yeah.
Because
Agreed.
when you have to do difficult shit, it is the one thing that will save you or sink you. And we did a week of really difficult stuff, and it was so easy, it was almost hilarious. And like, it was a really cool way to just see hard work pay off.
So my tip of the week, I'll be quick.
Unlike me.
Yeah, unlike you. Mostly, I was going to say because you have a call and we have to get off the podcast.
Actually, no, I don't have the call. He said send me an email because he is zonked.
I love it. Okay, well, perfect. But also, I'm going to keep it short because it mostly includes a business project I'm working on right now that I don't want to talk about on the podcast.
Ooh, you're not going to recite all 11 pages you just wrote?
Yeah, you know what it's about. Yeah, it's a whole thing. I'm working on a new project. I will talk about it when it comes through. I don't like to talk about projects before they're a real thing. But the experience, this is kind of what my one of my biggest tips, when people ask me often for business tips. Like wannabe entrepreneurs that kind of follow me or like, what's your tip? I always say show up every day, no matter what.
Yeah.
You've heard me say that on this podcast. Tyler fucking has heard me say this a million times. Doesn't matter. I'm pretty dumb. I'm drunk all the time, but I show up every single day, no matter what. I just show up and I do the work.
Yeah. And usually on time.
And you make a little bit of progress every day is better than someone that's not making any progress because they didn't want to show up.
Yeah.
Right? I always say that. But more specifically, so I'm going through I want to be pretty vague. I'm going through a process right now where I'm working with a potential money partner. And they sent me an email. It was 9 pages long, literally, of questions to the proposal that I had sent them. Which is a good thing. For a side note, if you're ever talking to a lender or a partner, the more questions they ask, typically the better that outcome is going to be. Because
unless you're in tech, where they brag about approving people for money within 30 seconds of meeting them,
yeah.
you might be in the twilight zone, which is also okay.
But mostly, if whether they're individuals, institutions, fucking Shark Tank investors, whatever, people don't like to waste their own time or money. And typically, if they're fucking going in depth and giving you 9 pages of fucking questions to your proposal, they're serious.
Yeah.
But they just want clarification. I have the hiccups. They just want clarification of some things. So I received a 9-page response to my I don't want to say application. It was more like a
it's a proposal.
Proposal, yeah. And so I received that 10 a.m., 11 a.m., something like that. And literally all day, I've just been 8 hours. I was fucking typing response. When you got here, I was on page 11, I think.
Yeah. Of
response to that. And my tip, my business tip of the week is I think it's so valuable to be attentive and to be quick with this kind of responses. So I'll give you an example. When I was first starting my winery, I went through an organization called Futurepreneur, which was it is a Crown Corporation, like government funded organization that gives loans to young entrepreneurs, like under 29 entrepreneurs.
39.
No, they're 29. The farmer thing was 39.
No, they're 39.
Okay. Young entrepreneurs. And fuck me up. And okay, yeah. And so when I was originally going back and forth with Futurepreneur, I didn't know fucking anything. I was 18 years old. I didn't know anything about running a business. And I was trying to write a business plan. So they assigned like an adjudicator. Shout out Marcus. We're still friends. He doesn't work there anymore, but shout out him.
He's good shit.
He's good shit. I would send him, he would send me like, okay, this is wrong. This is dumb. This is ambiguous. What did you mean by this? What did you mean by this? He would send me that.
He's basically priming you for the person that will accept or reject your application.
Yeah, exactly. And Zach and I, my business partner and I, would, as soon as that email came in, we would go through it, respond to everything, type up a report, send it back to him.
Yeah.
And this was, mind you, when I lived in a trap house when I was 18. We were fucking high. We were drunk. I was surrounded by naked girls and fucking gangbangers. I'm not like, and at 4 a.m, we would walk downstairs and we would type this fucking email.
Yeah.
So that it was on his desk at 8 a.m. when he got in the office.
Yeah. And he sees that it came in at 4:45.
Oh, yeah. And he sees that. Yeah. And I remember him, so he lives in Toronto, but I met him at a conference years later. This was 2 years after we were funded and everything. I met him at a conference and he came, we were drinking and talking and whatever. And he's like, I remember, man, I had such a, I don't want to say negative opinion, but he's like, I was very, very weary of you to begin with. Cause you know, these kids, whatever. Skeptical. And when you started responding to me, I had never experienced that, where I would send you something, 24 hours later, it was in my inbox, all the answers.
Yeah.
He was telling me he has fucking people that are asking for tens of thousands of dollars from this organization that would take 3 to 6 weeks to respond to these fucking emails.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking? Zach and I, we were drunk off our fucking asses and responded to it the same day. I never let one of these applications go more than 48 hours, or one of these responses go more than 48 hours. It was usually within 12.
Yeah.
And that, he said, was a big reason why we got so much support that we did.
Right.
Because they saw that we wanted it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of my tip, is because I'm going through the exact same thing. Circumstances have changed. It's a lot more money. It's not a government organization, but I'm still giving a proposal to an entity. And just that responding in like 12 hours with everything they want.
With 11 pages of shit.
They're like, what? Like, how did you type all? Like, what?
Like, it took us twice that long to make this.
Well, especially if you're ever loaning from a bank or the government, these fucking people are slow as fuck. They don't give a shit. They're paid no matter what. So when you respond to them faster than they type their response, they're like, oh, okay. And every single time I've done that in my life has put us at the top of the line.
Yeah.
Like, they have pulled us from the fucking, group of applicants and been like, these guys actually want it.
Right.
And so yeah, prioritize your shit. I don't give a fuck if you have a job, you have 8 hours to work. Prioritize it when you get home. Make it work. If you care about your dream, show the other people that you care about your dream. That's my tip.
That's fucking solid advice, man. I think in the generality of, if you are giving the impression that you don't have time for someone or someone's issue or someone's question or concern, this goes for customer service, this goes for employees, this goes for anybody. If you don't give them the time of day or show them a sense of urgency, or give them a feeling of importance in your life, like, if you can't show that person that they are valued, that is going to lose every time. I think what's that shoe company? Starts with a Z, whatever, if you're not
Dumb.
from here.
Wait, is it just Americans that say Z or Z?
Yeah.
Or is it the rest of the world too?
Yeah.
We say Z.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, by the way.
Anyways, there's a shoe company. Their customer service policy is, we will talk with you on the phone. Like, because some call centers, they're online only.
Yeah.
Some call centers are like, you need to get the customer off the phone within 12 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, because you need to take other customers.
Take other calls. Yeah. Their policy is, you can call us and we will talk to you as long as you want to talk to us.
Okay.
And our policy is, you can call us about anything you want. It doesn't have to be about shoes. We'll just talk.
This is funny.
And their longest phone call is like 10.5 hours.
This is funny. I've never heard this.
And
it's like fucking suicide.
Yeah.
You call them and just
get
talked to.
Yeah. So like, some lady like just called them, and a fucking employee just sat there for like 10.5 hours and just like talked to this person about their life, like helped them with their Wi-Fi and the shoes. I think that was like an aside of the whole conversation. And they're like, there's no such thing as wasting our time. We'll take all the time you want, all the time you need. We're here for you.
There is,
and they have some of the they have the best customer experience of companies of their space.
This is the last thing I'll say. We gotta wrap up the podcast, but there is something to be said about spending an unreasonable amount of time on a customer.
Mm-hmm.
Have your opinions on Gary Vaynerchuk after all his NFT stuff, but you can't deny that he is a hustler, and he's been hustling for his entire life.
Yeah.
And there was a customer, there was a snowstorm in New Jersey in the 90s, and he was managing a wine store. And there was like an 80-year-old customer that said the fucking post office or the delivery guy had broken all the wine.
Right.
He threw a case of wine in his fucking Corolla and drove up 2 hours from the store and hand delivered it to her.
Yeah. Just like you guys did.
I've done that before too, yeah. And I think I did it because of him.
Probably.
That was like 9 months into the operation. We shipped a bottle to your hometown, actually.
Extremely relevant role model.
Yeah. Yeah. We shipped a case of wine to your hometown, Morden.
Yeah, and it was packed with the wrong varieties.
Someone shipped the wrong case. It was we mislabeled 2 cases. We shipped the wrong case. We got in the car and drove down there 2 hours and picked it up and switched it out with the right one for free.
Yeah. Probably
because I was like, Gary Vaynerchuk does it, we do it. But I don't know. You tell me. I think we like Shrugging Doctor has a reputation for good customer service. I think.
I've yet to hear otherwise, but I'm pretty biased.
Yeah, that's fair. But
anyone
I'm pretty sure
anyone that knows me knows not to talk shit.
I'm pretty sure. Well, there's one thing people complain, like, I'll have people that don't like the style of wine or whatever that we're making. That's a whole different thing. But customer service wise, I don't think anyone complains. I think not. I'll have people that complain that then, like, I don't want you to fix it. I'm just letting you know so you can make it better in the future.
Right.
And I'm like, no, I'll fix it for you. They're like, no, don't worry about it, man. You need the money more than I do. Like, just fucking, like, don't, like,
yeah,
I have
feedback.
I love my fucking customers. Like, we have very, very good, except for some of the boomers, but, anyway.
Spicy.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Then we'll end the podcast here. This has been Alcohol Beyond This Point, the podcast where we get drunk and do whatever.
And talk about food.
My name is Willows.
And my name is Tyler.
And you can follow us, Alcohol Beyond This Point, on Instagram.
And the internet.
And, yeah.
Kiss your neighbors, deliver some wine for free, and give them some food.
And get COVID if you can. Because natural immunity...
buy a truck and join the convoy.
Natural immunity is always best, so the science is proven. It's always on my head from my fucking... that rap I made. Anyway. Bye-bye.
You made an anti-vax rap?
You were there! How do you not remember this? Oh, the letter.
Alcohol Beyond This Point podcast.
This isn't two podcasters talking business. This is two business guys trying to podcast.